Let's go. Great morning. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. This is me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Share. Share. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go. Hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Hey. We are warriors. That's who we become. Hey. I won't let them break me down. I know that there's a place for us. Oh, we're warriors. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, hey. I am Bruce. I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. To be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a bird, gonna drown a man. This is brave, this is Bruce, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Great. More. Man, listen. I ain't got to tell y'all. Because y'all already know. Y'all already know what time it is. Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know. Listen. If you don't get on this show and you don't get excited, if you get on this show and you're not motivated, if you don't get on the show and change your thinking, if you do not get on this show and change the trajectory of your path by watching me have so much energy, you are literally a hater. There is no way you can get on this show early in the morning and not receive that energy. I'm talking about, I'll be getting fired up all over again within myself because I know that people are watching me. I know that I'm full of energy for real. And I know that somebody needs this. See, the thing is this. Here we go. People will not admit it. They'll never admit it. That they get something from you. But when those do admit it, that they get something from you, guess what ends up happening? You start to realize the power that's within. You start to realize what you're capable of doing. So we need to hear that. People need to hear your story. People need to hear everything about you. People need to understand that, where we come from is not an easy road. And yes, I have on my Christian DOs. They were gifted to me. Thank you very much. But I'm going to take them off because I don't want to look like I'm being too extra. I'm pumped up, y'all. I took my NutriBurst this morning. took my NRG this morning. Sheila sent me some amazing mail this morning. Thank you, Sheila! I'm excited because I know what's about to get ready to happen, where I'm getting ready to go. Man, y'all don't even know where I'm getting ready to go at. I was in the shower, and I was taking off my clothes, and I was about to step in the shower because there's some things I've been debating on. And I said, should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do this? And I say, fuck it. I'm finna do it. Because I know that what I'm about to get ready to do is about to elevate my business to go to the next level. I know that I have to do this vision because it's been in my mind. And when you have these visions that's in your mind and in your head, let me tell you what happened. You procrastinate on doing them, and then you look up and somebody else done did your vision. That ever happened to some of y'all before? To where y'all been planning to do something. You've been planning to do it for so long. You've been procrastinating. You've been saying, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make this happen. I'm about to do this. I'm about to go here. I'm about to do this. I'm about to go here. I'm about to make this happen. And then guess what happened? You do nothing. And then you look up and somebody else done did your shit. Stop waiting on somebody to push you and go out there and do it. Go make some mistakes making it happen. Because the best thing about it all is when you make the mistakes making it happen, nobody can fuck you over on the long end. What do I mean by that? I learned how to do photography. I learned how to do videography. I learned how to write music. I learned how to record myself. I learned how to do everything. I learned how to build websites. I learned how to do everything that I needed to pay for. So now when somebody tells me this and they tells me that, I know that they fucking me over. I know that they lying. I know that they trying to rob me. I know all of this kind of stuff because I went out there and I felt trying to do it. So nobody can't tell me this and tell me that. But I'm telling you, if you have a deep passion for your vision, your dream, whatever it is that you want to make happen, go out there, please, today and start fucking up and making it happen. Nobody went and won with a vision that they had without failing. Nobody went and won and had a vision and did not fail. If you thinking that you're going to go out there and you're going to go do this with an easy slate, you're wrong. And then you're going to be disappointed. So what my point is that go out there and fail. Go fail. It's okay. It is okay to fail. It is okay to lose. See, I also learned this too. The daredevil, the risk taker, is always the person that wins. The daredevil, the risk taker, are always the persons that win. What risk have you taken lately? When did you dare yourself that you could do something and you went and actually made it happen? When did you really, really say, you know what? All or nothing. I'm all in. I'm betting on myself. I'm betting on myself. I'm betting on myself. How many of y'all seriously gonna bet on yourselves to win? Today's topic, let's jump into it. Today's Testimony Tuesday. And here's the topic right here for Testimony Tuesday. The world needs your story. The world needs your story. Fit Queen Sharon. The world needs your story, Sheila. The world needs your story, Bo. The world needs your story, Chris. Danny B, the world needs your story. Crystal, the world needs your story. Blair Boo, the world needs your story. Everybody needs your story. It's not just my story. Coach Samantha, the world needs your story. The world needs to hear what you've been through. The world needs to hear how you made it out. Because somebody is going through what you went through. Man. Somebody right now in the world is going through what you already made it out of. Y'all need to be hitting that live button to go live with me before I start accepting lives. Because I need to hear some stories and what you've been through. Today is Testimony Tuesday. Who's going to break the ice? Who's going to step out and let us know what they've been through and how they made it through? What did you go through and how did you get out of it? Because somebody else on this line right now is going to be able to relate to your story, Darren. Somebody's going to be able to relate to what you're going through. So I want to hear some new stories, some new people. I don't want to see the same people because I'm always getting the same people on Testimony Tuesdays. But we need to hear some new stories. What did you go through? Hey, Reggie! Good morning! How you doing? Talk to me.
I am blessed because I'm getting ready to go to my 6-month checkup. I shared with you guys last week or the week before that I had a lumpectomy in March.
Yes.
So I'm going to hear good news, and I'm going to share.
Good morning, Dana. Good news. You see? Do you see the good news all over my face?
I see it.
Do you see that good news? That good news all over my face is sweat. That good news lets me know that NRG is working. That good news got me so pumped up right now, like I'm pumped to the 3rd degree. But next time, follow directions. When I say no new, when I want new people, that means not you. We heard your story last week, and now you done came back again. Bye. Get off. Bye. Get off. I mean, with the same story that you had last week. You know, we already heard that. We cried already with that one. We want to crown a new one. Don't we want to hear some new stories? Yeah, we want to hear some new stories. I want to hear some new stories. I want to hear what some people done made it through. I want to know, what did you make it through that we never heard of? Some of us done, beat cancer. Some of us done been evicted. Some of us lost our cars. Some of us lost our homes. Some of us lost a lot of things. And let me tell you something. The true go-getter and the true hustler, remember this, the true hustler, the true go-getter, the true overcomer, the true person that fights, is the person that can lose it all and put back on their shoes again and go get back what they lost. That's the true fighter. That's the true warrior. That's the true warrior. What warrior are you? I want to see some new faces. I want to hear some new stories. I know they coming. It always, that's how this show works. I've never seen it not work that way. I know that it's going to happen. I just need to have the power transferred from me to you to send a request, so therefore I can accept you and you share your story. Dana, thank you for tuning in. Yeah! How you doing?
Good, y'all. I'm at work. I just stepped out to share my story.
Tell us your story. What? Wait. Say that again.
I lost my parents to a murder-suicide in 2012. Moved back to Houston. I was in school. Finished college here. I went through a deep depression for years. I mean, drug use, suicide attempt, and I'm telling you, the only thing that got me through was God. The only thing. Going to therapy, doing the work. Y'all have got to do the work. I really want y'all to know that you can make it through anything. I literally checked myself into rehab for 1 week. I decided I do not want this life anymore. This is not for me. I've got to make a change. I checked myself into rehab for 1 week, never touched a pill again, haven't done anything. So I just want y'all to know, you can make it through anything.
So wait, stop. And I don't mean to cut you off. Well, I do mean to cut you off. Your father killed your mother, then killed himself. How did you, he what?
Shot my mom 8 times.
Wow. Wait, first of all, let me say this. I am sorry to hear that. But how does that feel? Because see, we don't. Everybody has an experience.
You feel lost. You feel like, what do I have to live for? These are the people who validated me my whole life. They're gone. What am I even here for? I mean, you just feel, I don't know, I started numbing myself, so then I wasn't feeling anything. So once you start to allow yourself to feel those emotions, then you can work through them, you know? So my goal is to always tell people, I'm telling you, if I can get through it, y'all can get through anything, because I was the most negative, pessimistic person. And to be honest, TLC has changed me, you know? Opened my mind to doing the self-development, to growing, like just pushing forward. So I appreciate y'all, I really do. Telling y'all can do it. Y'all can make it through.
But you just smile. You just saying that. You just smile. You got a smile.
Like the healing process has started, and I'm getting there. Every day is a struggle. You know, I have my moments. I just had a son, so I don't have my parents to be there for him. But this is God's plan, so I try not to question God. Do not question God. You just keep moving forward.
So
I know, y'all. I know.
Don't get on here with them half-ass stories. Bye. Get off. Bye. She got us all lifted up. The tears about to fall, and I want to ask 50,000 questions. She's talking about, well, bye. I gotta go back to work. Man, did y'all hear that? This young lady just got on the show, and she said her father killed her mother, then killed himself. Some of us may never know what that feels. Some of us will never know what that feels like. But what does that feel like? See, we think that we go through so much, but we don't know what another. She don't even look like what she's been through. And not to say that a person that went through that looks a certain kind of way, but that's not something that we was expecting to hear. I can almost guarantee you that. When she said that her father shot her mother and killed her, then turned the gun around and killed himself, how does that work for a child? How does that work for a child? And man, that's why I say everybody has to hear your story. See, now we're gonna always be able to relate to that, because some of us have never ever spoken to somebody that has had that situation. You see how some of y'all are saying unbelievable. Oh my God, that's crazy. This, that, and the third. This is stuff that you've heard about on the news. This is stuff that you watch in movies. But to have a real live person, he shot her 8 times, 5 times. How many times was it? And turned the gun around and killed himself. Who does that part? Who turns the gun around to kill himself? We love you too, Lo Scotty. And I'm glad that you were able to share. Like seriously, that's amazing. And I'm glad that you're able to voice it. Because see, there's a lot of people that have issues, or they have things that have been bothering them, and they've been holding them back, and they've been going through some things, and they've made it out of some things, but they're afraid to voice it. So this is why it's very important that we share our stories. Detox Jess, I want you to come live on here. Click the live button, and I want you to share your story. What did y'all miss? Oh, it went down a few minutes ago. Here it said that her dad shot and killed her mom 8 times, then turned the gun around and killed himself. So, man, that's why it's important to be early, man. I know y'all probably had some stuff to do. But if you even on the toilet, you can turn the show on. It's okay. It's okay. Detox, Jess, you need to hit that live button. I want your story to be heard. I got some time to spend with you this weekend. I'm a part of SC Boot Camp, and this has never done here. Wow. Thank you, Miss McMichael. We love you. You're such an amazing young lady. Angela, I see you. Angela. Where is Detox Jess? Detox just go live. So for those of y'all who are tuning in, and if you have a story and you want to share today, today is sharing day. We share, we break the ice, and we get rid of fear on Tuesdays with Testimony Tuesday. A young lady just left, and I'm seeing that the numbers are climbing. People are getting on now. A young lady was on the show, and she just confessed on how her dad shot and killed her mom, then turned the gun around and shot and killed himself. Her name is Low_Scotty. She just was on, so let me hold on. Does anybody else want to come online and share? Today is Testimony Tuesdays. Testimony Tuesday. It's Tuesday, whatever. Let's go. Somebody else dropped a message. Hold on. Great morning, Samantha. Great morning. Jessica, you need to come on live. You need to come on live. I want you to come on live on Instagram. Go back to Instagram, please. Please go back to Instagram. She jumped on Facebook and she's screaming, yes. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, I'm so thankful for all of y'all. I'm thankful for all of y'all. We have to get into understanding that everybody has went through something. So people act a certain kind of way from what they've been through. So we got to spare a lot of people. We got to know that a lot of people been hurt all their life. So when they act a certain kind of way, it's not them acting that way. It's not them. It's what they've been through and what they experienced. And you have to know who that person is. See, this is where you got to be thinking of what they've been through and say, damn, this is what it is. It's not that person. It's the root of what happened to that person. This person is still damaged. This person don't know how to love because of this. This person doesn't know how to communicate because of this. Ooh, here we go. So guys, let me tell y'all something. I do a lot of research. I do a lot of research. It may don't look like I do, but I do a lot of research. And I understand people more than people understand themselves. Listen, I understand people more than the people understand themselves. I want y'all to hear this. When I saw this, I immediately began to screenshot this stuff because this was some stuff that was necessary and needed to be heard. Hold on. I hate when it be in the other phones. And guess what? It's in that phone that I'm on. So can I get somebody to go live, please? I'm waiting on somebody to click the live button. Somebody is watching the show right now, wants to express themselves. Because I don't know, where is Jess? Detox Jess. She went from Instagram to Facebook. Where are you? Let's get somebody else to go live. Let's get somebody else to go live. Goddess V. Shaw, do you want to share your story? Crystal Sherelle, do you want to share your story? Alicia XO, do you want to share your story? I want to see some new stories. Espresso Snob, do you want to share your story? If you want to share your story, hit the live button. Hit the live button. Y'all know it's Testimony Tuesdays. Testimony Tuesdays, where y'all gonna share y'all stories. And we're gonna go and listen. And we're gonna learn. Because your story can help us. That's what we're here for. It's not always about making money. It's about us coming together. Okay, I see y'all say y'all DM'd her. Yes. Step out and share. Step out and share this morning. Yes, absolutely. I wish I had those notes in here. Share your stories. Where is this lady, Jessica? I don't understand what she got going on. Okay, so now, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, Danny B, we heard your story 50,000 times. We need new people, new stories. New people, new stories. New people, new stories. Yeah, I don't understand. Stop calling my house. New people, new stories. Okay, Jess is back. Okay, where is she? Where is she? Okay, hold on.
Hey, Reggie.
I'm gonna kick your butt.
I know. I already know. I'm actually an hour behind y'all. So I've been trying to just get myself together here and take my shot and get myself together.
So let's take a shot. I just took one, but I'm about to take another one because I'm super pumped up.
Yes.
And I think that I got time to spend with you this weekend. And I just want to say thank you for tuning into the show. And let's go.
I'm getting it together, Reggie. I said, the day I've been waiting for.
Yeah. The day you've been waiting for, you're going to take all day.
I have been pouring into the people. I be on Facebook. So I do apologize.
Just go ahead and introduce yourself before we take our shot. Where you from, your name, all of that stuff.
Hey, y'all. I am Jess Nicole, or Detox with Jess. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. And I am down 130 pounds by using our amazing products with Total Life Changes. And again, you can find me on IG, Detox with Jess, or Jess Nicole. Try to get this set up.
Now let's take our shot. We can't see you that good.
Y'all can't. Wait a minute.
See, y'all need to get y'all a little phone prop or something.
I actually do have a phone prop and a light, Reggie. I'm just my charger is not able.
So why you getting on here have? Okay, we ain't gonna worry about it. But let me teach you something. No, seriously, we're gonna jump off the subject. That's why you gotta stay ready. You gotta stay ready. If you knew you always wanted to be on this show, you told me. You was like, when I'm gonna get my interview, when I'm gonna do this. That's what you said to me. So you get on, and I'm calling you for like 10 minutes to get on the show. So that's how you gonna do when your opportunity arrive. You ain't gonna be ready. That's what happens to people. No, seriously. They be talking the talk. No, listen. I hate when people say, I know. You don't know, because if you knew, you would have been ready.
Right.
Seriously. This is how success happens. You probably was in the damn bed, laying down, not even ready. That's why you putting on your shirt, you had on your bra, you probably was doing OnlyFans or something else you ain't had no business doing. You should have been, now you want to put your TLC shirt on.
No, really, Reggie. I literally just got home, like from yesterday, the weekend. My bags are in the car.
That's no excuse. You was on live. If you was just getting home, you should have turned that phone on while you carrying them bags in the house.
Okay. Right.
So now, yeah, you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Seriously. Come on now. Let's take this shot. Oh my God. If that phone do another backflip. Let's go. And ain't got no damn NutriBirds.
I do. It's actually a little froze, Reggie.
Froze?
Yeah, I like mine to be. I like it a little slushy. This is plus.
Slushy?
I'm keeping it real, Reggie. I like it a little slushy, like. So I put it in the freezer last night. But I got enough to take a shot. I promise.
I'm learning a lot about you right now, Detox Jess. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. I'm terribly.
Now you about to choke because you drinking frozen NutriBirds. Come on, man. Introduce yourself and talk to the people and tell the people your testimony.
So.
And it better be good.
Thank you, Reggie, for having me on your platform. Thank you so much. I am so grateful. And I want to just start with you guys with, you know, being 34 years young, totally like overweight. I was 395 pounds.
What?
I was 395 pounds when I started. My coach is Sheila Woodward. We met at Girl Hold My Hand in Atlanta, April 2019. And it was amazing. It gave me a shift that I needed to make the decision because I had friends and families around me always saying, you know, just lose weight, drink water, make better decisions. So once I did the Girl Hold My Hand, I really saw that I was a perfect procrastinator. I procrastinated on a whole lot of things in my life. And so it led me to be overweight and unhappy. And I smiled. I had a lot of confidence. However, I didn't really because I didn't have the physical to go with it. So I was showing up, you know, one way in my head, but my physical was showing up totally different. And I was out of breath. I used to travel and I would, you know, basically when TSA was shut down, I was just standing in line and I was literally out of breath, Reggie. I couldn't breathe, just merely standing in line. I was sweating, my weave was about to come off, everything. So when I went to Girl Hold My Hand and I hooked up with Sheila, I saw she was a fitness coach. And so she slid in my DM. And I said, you know what, I ain't gonna procrastinate no more. I'm gonna go ahead and make the proper decision, you know, to get on these products. Because I remember a lady saying she started seeing her lady cards again. And I really wanted to see my lady cards written. When I was in the tub, I want to be able to look down and see what's going on. So healthier, bigger women, that was, you know, that was key for me. So I started, you know, getting with Sheila. She got me on the products. In 2 months, I lost 45 pounds. I went to the doctor. The doctor said all my levels were great because I come from a family of diabetes, high blood pressure. You know, depression. I was addicted to Percocets. I have a metal plate in my arm, so I had a really bad car accident. And even before that, you know, just doing different street drugs, stuff like that. You know, wrong environment. A lot of that stuff, you know. So detoxing was a must for me. Detoxing, not just my body, but my mind. My mind, I'm still battling, you know. I'm not really battling, but I'm still grooming. I'm still grooming and doing the things that I need to do, you know, so I can be successful for my family. This change in me has really blown my family away because the NRG has helped my attitude. You know, normally I would try to look and see what other people did, but no, it's what I did. You know, and like today, I wasn't prepared. So, you know, just the whole process of getting cleaned out, it makes you look at yourself a different way. You know, you want to be the best you can be. And so that's what these products allow me to do. You know, feel the best that I can feel. You know, I feel great now. I don't have the joint pain, the back pain. I used to look for handicapped parkings. Now I can go and like, hey, I'm everywhere, baby. Take me to the mall, drop me off in the back of the parking lot. I want to walk, from way back there. And so even just the mentality of eating, because I'm from the South, Birmingham, Alabama, they cook sugar, bread, everything, lard, you name it. We probably got it in there. So making those decisions to say, hey, well, no, I'm not going to do the little Debbie snack cakes. I'm going to do a, nature grain bar. Making all of those decisions led me, and the consistency with my coach. Being consistent on my products, doing my 30 minutes of walking. I'm now down 130 pounds.
Wow.
So I've been in the business and on the product since April of 2019. And I'm still going, Reggie. I haven't arrived. But knowing that I can put myself in the right environment so people like you, other people will notice me to give me the platform, I appreciate it. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for the pictures, Reggie. Like, you really brought us out, Reggie. You really made us look phenomenal. Like, my main goal was to sophisticate myself, and you did that. You guys really did that for us. I'm so overjoyed. These are tears of joy, I swear, y'all. I had painful tears, and these are not those. These are tears of joy. I'm just so, I'm super grateful, Reggie.
I'm super grateful for you. And I'm gonna share y'all pictures today on my story, because I just have that gift, and I didn't know, and I spoke about it a long time ago, that I have a gift to where I don't see people for who they are. I see the people for who they could be. And sometimes I get disappointed. Sometimes I get the shit end of the stick. Sometimes what I see for them, they don't see. And then it's a battle. It's a fight, because they may not move the way that I'm assuming that they would. And I know what you felt when you saw your pictures. I didn't realize that I had that gift until the funniest thing was I started getting a lot of clients. And when I started getting a lot of clients, they were regular people. But then I started showing them who they were. And they will start off taking pictures, and they'll be like, I don't care, just take me, get me some good pictures. But then after a while, their whole attitudes change. They was like, oh no, get this side. This is my best side. It's like, you got a best side. Oh, when you started taking pictures, motherfucker, you ain't had no side. But I got it. I didn't understand that. And I appreciate it. But it's not about me, it's about you. You have a great energy and a great spirit about yourself. And I watched you. I've seen you previously. I've seen you grow, and to watch you lose that weight, it took a lot for me to just see. I didn't know that you was taking Percocets. I didn't know that you was taking other kind of drugs. What was it that told you enough was enough? Because you have to get to that point when you're doing drugs, or you're doing, alcohol, or you have some type of addiction. There's a point to where it comes down to where you tell yourself, oh my God, enough is enough. Like, I'm tired. I don't want to do this. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to go here. I don't want to be chasing this person up and down. You had to have an enough is enough moment. What was that moment?
Once because I'm not gonna lie, I'm transparent.
Yeah, I want you to be.
I was detoxing, but I still was dibbling dabbling. And one time I heard Coach Stormy say, you can't have one foot in and one foot out. You gotta make a decision. And so I said, you know what? This don't serve where I'm going. It may look like that now, but it's not going to be like that forever. So just, do you want this? Is this something you really want? And I said, you know what? I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I tell myself that about food too, Reggie. I said, if you eat this way, you're going to die. I have to tell myself these things. If I do this and I continue, I'm going to die. So I said, no more. I don't want to continue to put it in my body anymore. I don't like the way I feel when I wake up, because in the moment, yeah, you do probably like the way you feel, but the next day it's like, who am I? And it would make me lose my identity, and I didn't want anything that would make me lose who I am. So I said, no more. I stopped cigarettes December. I did a 7-day fast. I said, no more, and I didn't do any Percocets. I haven't drunk any of the lean juices. I haven't done any of that. Yes.
What?
Yes.
So you was a real party girl.
Yes. And I had a real party gut.
You right.
Yes.
So you was doing lean, Percocets, alcohol, cigarettes. You don't look like none of that.
Yes, I really fought a battle. I really fought a battle to save myself. And I'm so happy.
You look happy.
Because I'm so overjoyed that I did this, Reggie. Like, I did this. Even put myself in the room this weekend, I did that. I made the decision to say yes. So I don't know who needs to say yes.
Yes, you know what? That's what I was just getting ready to say. I want you to look into that camera. I want you to look into the camera and speak to everybody right now. And I want you to and I want you to talk to them. Tell them to put down that lean, what you used to do. Tell them to put down all of those drugs. Talk to them. Talk to that person right now that's going through what you're going through.
Listen, it may seem like it's hard, but we do one day at a time. Take the steps to do it. Do the work. Say no today. Put it down today. And if you know that you have environments that are not conducive to where you're trying to go, cut it. I had to cut people. I had to cut places. I had to cut things. I had to have people look at me crazy, talk about me. It's okay. Know that you're doing it for you. You saying yes to you. You saying yes to your family. You saying yes to be here for younger generations. It's other people that's watching you. I didn't know it was so many people watching me. So please make a decision to save your life first. Anybody else like to cook? I say mine. I had to say yes to me. And that's what I did. Do a 7-day fast. God says everything's completed in 7 days. Give it up for 7 days. I promise you, you will not look back. Give it up for 7 days. Commit for 7 days. And I promise you that you will not look back ever again. And that's what I had to do, Richard. I had to give it up. I had to do a 7-day fast to make my mind put something else to it. I got 7 days of this thing. And next thing I knew, it was over. The body no longer craved it. It's all a mind thing.
It is.
It's all a mind thing.
Well, Jess.
Thank you, Reggie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Reggie.
You're welcome.
Y'all, Reggie did my first interview like a year ago, so I'm super excited so that he can see where I actually have come from. I am definitely working on being more prepared and punctual. Those are things that I know that I have to work on so that I can get to my next level. So thank you, Reggie. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye. Get off. Bye. Bye.
Right.
Get off. Bye. Do y'all hear that? Did y'all hear her story? That story was amazing. Like, one story, young lady got on. She spoke about her father killed her mother, shot her 8 times. Then, after that, he turned around and killed himself. She got on. And I'm speaking about Jess. Jess gets on. Jess speaks about she wanted to see her lady parts. She couldn't see her lady parts no more. She couldn't see her lady parts. And it took all of this to go through to happen for her to be able to visualize herself again. Do you know how much confidence this lady has now? Do you realize the confidence that comes back when you realize that you can whoop anything's ass? Meaning that anything that you go through, that you're going to continue to fight. Man, we got to give a special shout out to both of those women that came on today so far. They were amazing. They shared their story. They shared their story. We need one more story. One more story. We got time for one more. I'm going to go in the back and look after I check these questions real quick. Hold on, let me see something. Reggie, your gift is so much for us this weekend. Thank you so much, Sheila. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I have a gift. And I realized it. And I listened to all of my other clients. And I listened to what they said they hated about other photographers and videographers. And I said I would never be that person. I watched what other photographers and videographers done to me. And I said that I would never, ever be that person. So I know that I have to deliver a certain kind of way. It's not about the pictures. It's not about the pictures. Listen, I'm telling you, I know what I know. It's not about the pictures. It's about the way you make people feel when they get their pictures. It's about the way you make them feel when they're taking their pictures. How are you making them feel? How are you making them feel in the process? See, I learned that. Thank you so much, Sheila. Reggie, you made me feel confident with my pictures this weekend as well. Wow. Thank you so much, Rolanda. I'm so glad that I was able to capture some amazing moments for you. Whenever you look at those pictures, you'll never forget that time. You'll never forget what it smelled like in that condo. You'll never forget the view. You'll never forget the people. Every time that you look at those pictures, the pictures that I take are timeless. I love you so much too, Sheila. Let me go ahead and see who wants to go live. We need one more story, y'all. One more story.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, how you doing? Great morning. That's all right. Well, listen, we ain't worried about that. We don't want no perfect damn people on here.
Okay, good. Okay, so my testimony is basically that I just turned 41.
Okay.
I have a 15-year-old son, which, basically in 2009, I caught a fleeing and eluding charge. I had no driver's license at the time, but trying to keep up with all of my friends and everything that they were doing and not listening to my inner self and keep procrastinating and pushing back saying, oh, I'm going to go and get my license at a different time. I'm going to go get my license at a different time, which is paid at another time. I never got a chance to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So one day the police got behind me and basically I hit it on them. So I ended up losing my job, going to jail, ended up losing my place. My son was like maybe 5, 6 years old at the time. So I really didn't have anybody to help me out. I was in work release. After going to jail for about 6 months, they allowed me to go to work release. After that, I was on home confinement for another 6 months. So I was technically property of the state, if you want to call it that way.
Yeah, property of the state.
At that time, because it's considered a felony, my first and ever charge, it was hard for me to find places to work at, places to live at, anything like that. So eventually, I just would just have a bag of clothes for both of us And sometimes we would sleep at the rail station, sometimes at the airport. Like, it was just so hard to not have what you need and to not have anybody that could help you, even mentally, emotionally, like nobody could talk to, anything like that. So sometimes when I was working, I would work for different temp agencies and have enough to basically just pay for a hotel room here, and it's not like really a hotel, it's like you pay by the week. So I would have just enough for my bus pass, his bus pass, and to pay for the hotel room.
Damn.
Sometimes when my job have different potlucks and different things like that, I would just wrap up the food and just take it back to the room. So when we got back to the room, he would have something to eat. So it was never a choice of if I was going to eat or he was going to eat. I had to make sure that he was able to eat. So even after school, before school, sometimes we would have to catch the bus at like 5:30 in the morning, walk in the dark to the bus stop, which came every hour, and from there I would go to the school, drop him off, and just stay there until the early morning program started. So I had to offer the lady to pay her early to be able to get there earlier so that my son wouldn't have to, we would have to be out in the rain and the cold and the heat, anything like that. And because he had bronchitis, I didn't want him to get sick. And then when he was in second grade, his teacher called me and was saying that he was falling asleep a lot in school, and she wanted to know what was going on at the home before she contacted the Department of Children and Families. Like a certain amount of times that they're having issues, they have to contact them. So I was praying a lot. I would get into arguments with my parents, my mother, to see if she could just come take him to school at the time that he needs to be in school so he can get enough rest. Because school starts at 7:30. He's in second grade. From 5:30 to 7:30, he's, up. So by the time school is almost ending, he's tired.
Wait a minute. School for 7:30 for second graders?
For elementary, yeah.
Wow. When did they start that? I thought that was only for senior high school.
No, it was early, like for the early morning program, for them to be there early morning.
Okay.
Every hour. So I sat out there and waited with him, walked like a mile to get to the bus stop so I could get to work where I needed to be at by 10 o'clock.
Got you.
It was just too much. It was just too stressful. I just kept asking God and praying to God, like, show me a sign. What is it that you want me to do? And I just felt like I hated my job that I was at. I never did time share. I never sold anything like that. I'm used to working at a pharmacy. I've never done anything like that. But that was the only job that would hire me at the time. So I was there for 6 years, which we randomly just up and closed out in September 2018. So I I couldn't afford to lose my place at that time. It was like we were staying at it's called In-Town Suite here.
I know what that is.
So it's like orange blossom trails, like prostitutes, pimps, dope boys. We were walking past them every day to go into these hotel rooms. And it was like a hotel, like the bed, we were there for 11 months. It was like the bed.
Damn.
Bed bugs and all types of stuff. It was like they had this little itty bitty pull-out couch that was barely made of nothing. So after like blinking down the mattress, and just having it laying against the wall, like they wouldn't come switch the beds out. They said we didn't have it. So I just said, fuck it, it is what it is. So I just, would just sit on the couch and just make like a pallet so that he could be comfortable. And I would just sleep sitting up every day until I was able to get something else steady and something else permanent. So I was still working with them. I still had 12 interviews in 14 days, and everybody turned me down because of this one charge. And I just kept asking God, I was like, God, please just give me something that, I don't care what it is, just give me something that's permanent. I don't want something that's randomly going to be, oh, your assignment ended today. So at that point in September, when we got laid off, the only place that hired me in September of 2018, they had my hire on date in November. Okay, so I told God, I said, before that, I said, God, if I need to fast, if I need to do anything. I'm just gonna fast. Just gonna stop smoking. I'm gonna stop drinking because I was stressed out so much that it just came to a point that I would just drink 2 bottles of wine every night, not even notice it. And so I see the bottles the next day. I'm like, damn, like I got 2 bottles of wine. I just drank. Like I just wanted to get that off my mind. So I fasted for 83 days. That Monday that I was supposed to start at the pharmacy, that Saturday, that Friday, that Saturday, I had a lot of chest pain. And my boyfriend at the time was like, you can't keep taking all these Advils. Like I took like half the box of Advil within 2 days. I was in so much pain, I didn't know why. So Saturday night, he was like, let me just take you to the emergency room. So he took me to the emergency room. And they told me they didn't have emergency surgery because my appendix ruptured. I never even knew that you can take a body part out and still be functional. So they were like, you're going to be in the hospital for 3 or 4 days to recover. I was like, no, I can't. Like, Sunday morning, they had my surgery at like 7 o'clock. I was like, I can't. Monday morning at 8 o'clock, I have to start this training. If I don't, this is going to affect, like, I don't know when another training class is going to come. I can't afford to lose my place. I'm not going to be homeless. I'm going to have to do whatever I have to do. So they had about 5 different doctors come in the same day and nurses trying to convince me to stay. And I was like, you know what? I prayed on it. God told me, don't worry about it. You can't have fear and stay in the same place. That morning at 12 on Sunday at midnight at 12 Monday morning, they let me leave. My fiance, my boyfriend at the time was like, you know, you're crazy. Like they need you to not. You're still open in 3 different places in your stomach. You can't just leave like this. We got into a big argument. I left, and I was at training in so much pain for like a week, and just never said anything to anybody. Just took all the pain pills, and I'm still working for the same company. Like I always tell my son, like even when I was locked up and gone, all that time he was with my sister, and I told myself I'm never gonna do anything that's gonna take me away from my son. I'm never gonna give it to peer pressure. I'm never gonna give it to worrying about what everybody else has and how they have it and what place they're at in their life compared to where I'm at. All that time calling there, and he's thinking I'm in college and took them away.
Wow.
Last year, when he was 14, you know, don't be a follower. Don't ever go on the path that I went through accidentally, because look how it affects your whole entire life.
Wow.
I've been in PLC since last year, September 27th to be a year under weeks. And I said, I'm never, ever to worry about what everybody else has going on. Trying to keep up, trying to keep up with people. It's gonna bring you down because you're gonna be tired, you're gonna be exhausted. Like
yes.
To keep up what they have. A lot of people are not gonna do what you're doing to keep up.
Yes. You know what? I want to thank you. I want to thank you for your story. We got 1 minute to go before the show is over, so I gotta end it with you. But thank you so much for getting on. I appreciate your story.
Thank you.
Bye. Get off. Bye. Love you. Man, listen. You see what makes us? The pain is what's going to make us. Walking up and down Orange Blossom Trail, living in those nasty hotels. And look where she at now. How many of you really believe that you can make it through whatever it is that you're going through? Tomorrow, same time, same place, right here. Let's go. Let's go.